Welcome to this presentation. I'm going to share with you a little secret that our family has. We own a travel package that has saved us thousands and thousands of dollars on our own personal travel needs and lots of other things. The package is made by Coastal Vacations. Now, when we think of going on vacation, a couple of things come to mind. Cruises, Disney, and timeshares. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but it's definitely not cheap. Most of the people that we know spend an average of $700 per person for their cruise, and that's about a 4 to 5 day cruise on average. 7-day cruises, 10-day cruises, those obviously cost quite a bit more. Cruises are very luxurious as they usually include all the food that you can eat and drinks, entertainment. Cruises are a fabulous way to travel. Disneyland and Disney World. Very popular destinations for many, many families throughout the United States as well as around the world. A lot of people go to Disney World, and it's definitely not cheap. We know people that save for 2 years and spend on average for a family of 4 about $15,000 to $18,000 just for a 1-week vacation to take their family to Disney World. And last, timeshares. Timeshare resorts are awesome. They have at the resorts entertainment for your whole family, things for kids to do, things for the adults to do. These resorts come with beautiful 1, 2, and 3 bedroom condo units that come with kitchens that are usually fully stocked for you to be able to cook all of your meals there. Most of these resorts are designed for you to stay on property for the entire time if you wanted to. They even have restaurants and bars, nightlife. They've got everything that you could think of and that you'd possibly need at these resorts. Again, the average cost for a timeshare unit is about $15,000 for you to have 1 week in a 1 or a 2 bedroom condo at one particular destination. It's a lot of money, but people pay that year after year after year to be able to take their family on a really nice vacation. According to the World Tourism Organization, the average person in the United States takes just 14 days of vacation per year. And according to Money Magazine, they spend an average of $1,300 or about $100 per person per day on that vacation. A study done by Expedia and Ipsos Reid says workers in the U.S. take the fewest holidays in the world, an average of just 14 days per year, followed only by Australia with 17 days. So every other country in the world values vacation and takes more vacation than we do here in the United States. No wonder we're so stressed out and burnt out with only taking 14 days of vacation annually. You see, a vacation is not just a product. It's not just something that sits on a shelf that you go by. A vacation is rejuvenation. It's stress relief. It's adventure, relaxation, fun for the whole family. All right, so we mentioned timeshare. Let's compare a timeshare versus the Coastal membership. What do you get with a timeshare? Like we mentioned before, the average cost per unit, which is a 1 or 2 bedroom condo, is about $15,000, which can be financed over, a 10 to 15 year period. Then you have maintenance fees, usage fees, other fees, lots of fees associated with owning that timeshare. Again, that 1 week or just 7 days to be able to go to that particular location and take your family on vacation. The total 15-year cost for a timeshare, as you can see, is $40,000, over $40,000. And if you've never sat through a timeshare presentation, it's pretty high pressure, and you have to pay whether you use it or not. You pay monthly, and you only get, again, 1 or 2 weeks per year. But people pay that just to have access to the extra condo inventory. We're going to talk about that a little bit more here later. So what do you get with Coastal Vacations? Well, our basic travel membership is just $1,295. And that's not every year, that's one time. There is an optional annual update that's only $89 per year. So the total 15-year cost with the Coastal membership is just $2,554, a little over $2,000. Again, you got people that are spending $15,000 to take their family on one vacation every year. Now with Coastal, we get unlimited weeks for $250 a week or lower. We're talking about resort condo inventory that doesn't get used. Because like we said, with a timeshare, you have to pay whether you use it or not. So you pay your annual membership fees and your monthly dues whether you go and you take your week-long stay or not. So those weeks that maybe you don't use, what happens to those weeks? Well, that's why people pay that $40,000. They don't care about having access to their week. They want access to the inventory. So with Coastal, we have access to that inventory for $250 or less. And we don't have to attend any high-pressure sales meetings. And we have worldwide selection and access to the identical resorts and condos as offered at the high-priced timeshare memberships, plus many more benefits that will save you and your family money on every aspect of travel. Okay, so we can talk about the savings all day long. Let's show you the real people and the real savings. Stephanie from Missouri writes in, "Dear Coastal Vacations, a group of 8 of us decided to go to Bora Bora, Tahiti this past summer, and we were pleasantly surprised at how much money we saved with our Coastal Vacations membership. Bora Bora is not a cheap place to visit. We found out really quick. You can see here, they did a cost breakdown. Airfare from LAX to Tahiti, they did a comparison with Expedia. It was about $3,500 per person. And with Coastal, they paid $928 per person. Their first hotel, as you can see, they stayed for 14 days in Bora Bora. First hotel, let's see, was a rack rate of $1,700 per night. And with Coastal, they paid $258. You can see the grand total there, $5,846 is the grand total that was saved. And the second hotel, that was the beach resort, that beautiful little tiki out there that's over the water, and you have a glass floor that you can see the little fish swimming underneath your feet. Now, on Expedia or on the Internet, it was about $426 a night, and with Coastal, it came down to $85 a night. So you see over there, 5 nights, they had a savings of $1,700 per person. They wrote, they stayed for $2,800 per person. They had a $10,000 savings per person with their Coastal package. Not bad. All right, so Jonathan in Missouri wrote in, he did a screenshot here. He took his family to Orlando, and they actually took 2 families, 10 people total, to Florida, and they got a great deal. The regular price online was $4,213, as you can see circled in red up there. They were having a sale, and it was listed on the website at just $2,500, a little over $2,500 for 1 week at the condo in Kissimmee, Florida. But with their coastal membership, they got the exact same resort for the exact same week, and they paid just $298. They had a $2,200 savings. That is awesome. Okay, so Tim and Sue wrote in, and they did a screenshot here again. At the resort in Branson, Missouri, they had a $1,500 savings, a little over $1,500 savings. As you can see, the total online price for 7 nights was $1,800. With Coastal, their grand total for the same week at the same resort came to just $294.96. That's pretty awesome. And again, we have Stephanie in Missouri. She stayed in Branson, Missouri, took her family there, and saved over $1,400 on a 3-bedroom resort for the entire week, plus many savings on other dining and attractions. We have Deb and Heather, and they took pictures here. They stayed at the Summer Bay Resort in Orlando, Florida, which is just 10 minutes away from Disney World. They stayed for 8 days and 7 nights, and wow, this is incredible. Look at that place. Look at all the room that they had. Look how beautiful it is. And they paid just $199. That's not per person. That was for the entire 2-bedroom condo for their entire 8 days and 7 nights. Awesome. Awesome what Coastal can do for you. Okay, Nike took his wife on a Bahamas cruise, 5-day, 4-night Carnival cruise to the Bahamas, and they spent just $298 per person. That's a little over $500 for 1 cruise for 2 adults. Awesome savings. Mary wrote in, Mary stayed at the Ramada Inn for 3 days and 2 nights in Branson, Missouri during peak season, which is the months of June, July, August. And wow, this is incredible. This blows me away. She paid just $8.12 per night. With savings like that, you can't afford not to travel. Mike and Lila, they stayed at the Ramada Inn in Biloxi, Mississippi for 3 days and 2 nights, and they paid just $26 for their entire stay. Again, the Ramada Inn is really nice with an average rack room rate of $129 per night. And they had a Kona, Hawaii stay. They booked a 7-day stay for just $600. The resort retailed at $2,400 for the same week. Awesome savings. We have Lynn, who stayed in Kissimmee, Florida. She stayed at the Silver Lake Resort for 7 days for just $299 for the week. That resort retailed at $271 per night. What an awesome savings. So Coastal Travel has 3 different membership packages designed to fit your specific travel needs: the Basic, the Premier, and the Platinum. Which one you get, that depends on how you like to travel. So the Level 1, or the Basic membership, this is the smallest package that Coastal Vacations offers. It includes 25 discount membership cards. That is referencing to the annual renewal. Those 25 discount membership cards, you can renew those annually if you want to for, again, just $89 annually. And over 30 complimentary bonus vacations. These are taxes-only vacations. This is how Mary stayed at the Ramada Inn in Branson, Missouri during peak season for just $8.12 a night. So you pay the taxes, and you get there. That's pretty much how those work. This package focuses mainly on domestic travel, so United States, with a little bit of Canada, a little bit of Mexico offered in there. They also offer some bonus vacations that can be ordered in unlimited quantities to be used as giveaways for business incentives, nonprofit organization fundraising, and a whole lot more. So we know that this package is valued at over $15,000 because a timeshare, 1 week at the timeshare, well, the average cost on that, remember the 15-year cost is over $40,000. But you can have access to the very same resorts plus everything in the package for just $1,295. The second package that Coastal Vacations offers is the Level 2 or the Premier Combo Package. You get everything in the basic membership plus hundreds of resort stays at international destinations from all over the world. So this means that you can travel for just taxes only at international destinations all over the world. Plus, you have the ability to order any of the bonus vacations from either one of those packages in unlimited quantities to be used as giveaways, share them with your friends and family members, business incentives, or again, some really awesome fundraising. Now, this package is valued at over $40,000, but to be modest, Coastal will sell it to you for just $3,995. Again, less than a 1 week stay at a condo resort. Okay, and the flagship product that Coastal Vacations offers is called the Platinum Combo Package. You get everything in the Level 1, everything in the Level 2, plus all-inclusive resorts. All-inclusive means all your food, all your alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, all your non-motorized water sports. All you've got to do is pay your taxes and get there. Everything else is taken care of. You get longer cruises with this package, up to 17-day long cruises, and more exotic cruises like Mediterranean cruises as well. You get those unlimited resort stays at more exotic locations like Asia, Australia, Africa. You also have the same ability to order any of these taxes-only bonus vacations in unlimited quantities from any of those packages to be used to give away or business incentives and, again, fundraising. Now, we know that the package is worth well over $65,000, but we're just going to cap it right there and be conservative. But you can have this Platinum Combo Package with Coastal Vacations for just $11,000. Again, that is less than the average timeshare that people are paying to have access to just 1 week at one condo resort. That's amazing. Awesome savings. All right, so there are usually 3 types of people. The first person says, I don't think this is for me, and in which case we say not a problem. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the presentation. And we ask, who do you know who does love to travel? Who do you know who would be interested in getting these kind of savings for them and their family? The second person says, you know what? I've got some questions. I'm not sure which package I need, which package would really be right for my family and our travel needs. Awesome. That's not a problem. Get with us after the presentation, and we can take you into the package and help you figure out which one would really fit your family and the way you want to use it. And the third type of person says, where have you been all my life? In which case we say, great, you're exactly who we're looking for. Give us a call, and we'll get that package ordered so that we can help you begin saving on those vacations. Coastal members save money on all their travel needs. Give us a call today so that we can help you start saving and travel for just pennies on the dollar. Now, if you know anybody who would be interested in making a little bit of money or a lot of money working from home, Coastal Vacations offers an incredible compensation plan. Give us a call after the presentation, and we can talk a little bit more about that. Thanks so much, and have a great day.